Good morning. Welcome to the weekend. It's Hobby Evolution, episode number 29. Repping the Chicago Bears. We're approaching football season, which is kind of a sad time for me because things start dying off. Cold weather is coming. Summer is over. Baseball season coming to an end. I'm a spring and summer guy, not a fall and winter guy, but I still like football, so I'll rep the Chicago Bears today. Today, the topic, I didn't really have a topic, so I wanted to rip some packs of cards. In a Craigslist collection I bought last year, there was a big box of unopened stuff, and it's mostly junk era. There were some 88 tops. Some of these, I think these were 99-cent packs. Ken Phelps on the cover of this one. And the pack that started it all, 1989 tops. I probably opened some 88 tops as a kid. I was 6 years old in 88. I do remember opening 88 Donruss, and I remember opening 88 tops football. Don't really recall opening any packs of 88 tops, but I'm sure I did. 89 tops, I bought a lot of this. I think I tried to build the set. This is the Cubs team set that I got in the mail that kind of started the fascination with Cubs baseball cards. So before I get to that, though, no mail yesterday. I did not receive any mail days. However, I did not run to the post office, so there could be some boxes in my mailbox. I did run to Target. The vendor probably didn't stock yesterday. I think he adjusted his schedule this week, so no retail baseball cards could be found. But as I was making coffee this morning, let me take a sip. I did discover something I wanted to bring up, and it kind of piggybacks on a topic I discussed earlier this week or last week. This is Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I switch off between Dunkin' Donuts and Trader Joe's. Love Trader Joe's coffee. So I was perusing Facebook Marketplace this morning, and a listing came up that's actually been posted for over a week. And I look at Facebook Marketplace a couple times a day just to see if anything's been added. So I'm surprised that this listing had not come up. It's for more than 6,500 1970s baseball cards. So this is something that really strikes my fancy because I don't have many 70s baseball cards. What I have left is maybe a couple 178, 177 tops, but anything pre-77, it's just a few cards here and there, as I sold off most of what I had from the early 70s previously. So I like to replenish. I've had great luck selling 70s football singles on eBay using variation listings at 99 cents. So that was, when I saw this listing, that was something that I felt, hey, this would be a great move to add my inventory, have some 70s in my eBay store that I don't already have, and I think it could fly off like hotcakes. So I perused the listing. It's mostly commons. It's 72, 74, 75, 76, 7, 8, 9, and into the early 80s, 80 and 82, I think. So I looked over, it's commons, VG to VGEX, which is, right what I'm looking for to sell in those variation listings. Mostly common, some minor stars. So basically everything would be listed in my store at 99 cents free shipping. So I have to assume that all of my sales are going to be at 99 cents free shipping, where my net profit is probably around 25 cents per card. So in doing this, now the listing, it's 6,500 cards. The listing had been dropped from $1,000 to $800, which is more than I would pay. So I'm thinking if I offer 500, that would 500 would be my target. I wouldn't counter. I wouldn't negotiate to get to 700 or 600. 500 would be my price. I think it's a fair price. And it might be a little high. 400 would probably be a good target, but I think 500 is fair for both the buyer and the seller on this particular lot of 70s cards, selling in a bunch like this. So there's 225 from 1972, 398 from 1974, and 1,900 cards from 1975. So those are the years that I circle because those are the years that will sell. 76, 77, 78. Not sure I can sell those at 99 cents. I'd probably have to bunch those off. So I'm going to ignore anything post 75. So I'm looking at 4, 6, about 2,500 cards that I would list at 99 cents in my eBay store under the variation listings for each set. And my target price, $500. So here's how I go into pricing something like this. I would go in, I would target the $500. So 500 is my price. Now, what is my break even? Because, I think these can fly off. And if I can hit that break even, the quicker, the better. So I have to assume 25 cents is my net profit per card. So what's 500 divided by 25 cents? That's 2,000. So I would have to sell 2,000 cards to hit break even, assuming they all sold as singles. That's a tough pill to swallow, especially looking at there's only 2,500 cards that I would be listing. It's going to, take me a long time to sell 2,000 cards, and B, I may never get to that 2,000 card mark. So I'm probably going to lose money based on what I'm listing and what the price is. So $500 is not something that I would target. And even if I offered, would he even accept 500? He initially listed at 1,000. He's dropped it to 800. What would his bottom line be? My max would be 500. And that's a number that I would go in thinking it's fair without negotiation. 500, that's my price. I'm not down to negotiate. So if he would come back and counter, sorry, my price is 500. So I did not submit an offer, did not send him a message. I'm just going to pass on that because I just don't see the value in picking that lot up. If I could throw a low ball, $200-$300, but I'm just going to pass at this time because, as I mentioned earlier, I have a lot of inventory still to list. Do I want to take all the time? Because not only is 2,000 cards the break-even point, it's going to take several hours to sort and list, assuming they're not sorted, which I have to assume. And packaging up, if it's 2,000, it's going to take, quite a bit of time when I can just be existing inventory that's not listed, which is basically free money because most of everything is already paid for. Well, everything is paid for. So it's just free money from anything behind me that needs to be listed. So so that was kind of something that popped up last minute this morning as I was brewing some Dunkin' Donuts coffee. So let's rip some packs on this Saturday morning. Last night I spent some time sorting for teams. I've got an Indians trade coming up. So this gum is on the front of the package. No, I'm not going to eat 31-year-old gum, but hey, it's a nice stick of gum though. Nice stick of gum. Luis Castillo is the gum card, and you can see some dusting up there. There's no real gum stain. So Juan Castillo of the Milwaukee Brewers. Some of these are upside down. Lance Parrish of the Phillies. We've got Danny Heap of the LA Dodgers. My hit would be a Chicago Cubs card. Jeff Blauser, who went on to play for the Cubs, and Chris Spire, who was a former Cub before he went to the Giants. Here's Harold Baines, a Hall of Famer. Jim Lindemann of the Cardinals. Now, the ultimate hit would be Rodolfo says, eat it. Sorry, I'm not going to eat it. The Topps Company Store. I wonder if you could find any of these T-shirts on eBay. That would be pretty cool. He wants all the Pirates. Hey, I've got my first hit, Mike Bielecki. So that's going to go off on the side. Tony Oliva turned back the clock. I loved those cards as a kid. I was only 7 years old in 1989. German Gonzalez of the Twins, Luis Rivera of the Expos, another Expos, a leader card, a checklist, Felix. Hey, there's a Pirate for Rodolfo. Felix Fermin. He was also a Cub for a short period of time in the 90s. And Gene Walter of the Seattle Mariners. So that was 89. That was the first set that I really loved as a kid. Now we've got 88 Topps. I have a bunch of these. I actually sold some on my website, 1millioncubs.com. These were 99 cents in 1988. They're probably worth about 25 cents today. Ken Phelps of the Mariners is on the cover. The packs that I do have, I don't think there are any stars or superstars. I may have a Nolan Ryan that I was going to put on eBay. I'll have to look that up. So there was a monster box of 88 Topps, and there was just a whole bunch of these 99-cent packs. I think it said there's 37 cards in these packs of 88 Topps. Ken Phelps. I mentioned Nolan Ryan. Here's Nolan Ryan. 88 Topps. Pack Fresh. Dave Dravecki. The older I get, the more I like this 88 Topps design. Maybe that's because I'm getting older and boring. I don't know. Frank Viola, Twins. Here's a Cub, Paul Nose. I don't know if it's Nose or Nochi. There's another Felix Fermin. Rodolfo, it's the Felix Fermin day. 88 and 89 Topps for Felix. Bob Boone. Albert Hall. Maybe it's because they haven't reprinted so many 80, because there's no iconic cards in 88 Topps. There's no big rookies and, valuable rookies, I should say. There are a couple. I think Glavin's in here. Jose De Leon of the White Sox, but especially these all-star cards, these are probably top three for me. I think 58 Topps all-stars are really cool. There's some vintage all-star cards that I really love, and then 88 Topps. I love them. Danny Cox of the Cardinals. But Topps hasn't reprinted these. I don't think Archives has ran 88 Topps. Eric Davis, he was big in the 80s. Alex Trevino of the Dodgers. So I think that's why. I think it's just you don't see the 88. You see 87 ad nauseum. You see they're starting to run 89 a lot, which was what I loved. 84, 83, 85, 86 has been rerun. Hey, how about the Bash Brothers? McGuire and Canseco. That would have been a huge hit in 88 and 89. Dwayne Ward, Ken Gearhart. So this has been fun. I like opening these old packs. Jim Gantner, even though you're not going to get anything, any autographs, or may get a Tom Glavine rookie card or something like that. But I've got some others, I think some other various years that I just have some loose packs in a big box that maybe from time to time here on Hobby Evolution, I'll open up some packs. Hubie Brooks. There's no gum in these. I don't know if they call these cello packs or what, but there's no gum in these. And the Spring Fever. So that was fun. 2 Cubs, 2 packs, 2 Cubs, and 2 Felix Fermin. How about that? So that's all I have for Hobby Evolution today. Tomorrow I do have on the schedule a package set to be delivered. Today that was a couple of pieces of game used equipment that I bought on eBay. Looking forward to this package. Same seller that I bought the Earl Cunningham game used bat from a couple weeks ago. So that should be delivered today. I will be making, a post office run. So I may have a couple packages in there. And then just this morning, I'm spending a lot of time doing some sorting and finishing off some trades. I think I'm 2 weeks behind on trades. So if I do owe you some cards, don't worry, they're on their way. I'm going to be spending some time this weekend focused on getting trades. Unfortunately, I made some trades that I lined up some trades that I didn't have the teams sorted. I didn't have enough of that I thought. So I sent off a bunch of Royals this week, Royals and Chiefs, but I have several Royals traders. So I was down and I didn't look before, saying, hey, I don't have enough right now. I'll have to sort, give me a couple weeks. So I was able to complete that. And then Indians, which I actually found a couple boxes in the back. These are all team boxes to my right or left. I don't know. This would be my left. So I think there's a couple Indians boxes so I can finish off my trade with Jason. And then I'm also compiling. I had somebody inquire about, I've been selling flat rate boxes of, just random cards for $30. So I had somebody ask me if I'm doing team boxes. I haven't, because I saved those for trades, but I do have, a bulk of some teams that that I could, fill up some medium flat rates. So once I get my trades caught up this weekend and early next week, I'll probably start filling some flat rate boxes of teams because I just need to continue to purge some of this. I've saved a lot for trades, but it's been, 2 years. And now I kind of have some foresight into future trades, some big bulk trades coming down the pipe. So I know what to pull. So I know, what teams I, probably have the bulk of that I can get rid of and sell in flat rate boxes. They'll be $30. So I just have to get those prepared. Probably only half the teams will be available because I do have traders set up. So there won't be teams that won't be available. I can tell you that the Red Sox, the White Sox, the Astros, any of the new teams going back to going back to the Marlins and Rockies. So any of those new teams, Rays, Diamondbacks, Nationals, will not be available. What I do have, I know what I will have available: Angels, Braves, I think Giants, let's see, Expos, Twins, possibly Yankees, though I do have a lot of traders for Yankees, so I just have to see where I'm at with Yankees. So those are some of the Angels I'll have. I think Mariners, Blue Jays, I've got out the ears. So those are some of the teams that I'll probably be putting up, and it probably won't be until the end of September. So we'll see. So that's all for Hobby Evolution episode 29. Hope you enjoyed it. Rodolfo, thanks for stopping by and seeing me pull 2 Felix Fermin cards this morning. Getting back after it, hit me up on Twitter at 1millioncubs. Visit 1millioncubs.com. And have a great Saturday.